K-Nation. Sponsored by 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Tonight on K-Nation, the Big 12 Track and Field Championships come to you from Lawrence, Kansas this year. We've got winners, reactions, and emotions on the way.
Plus, it's the final weekend of regular season college baseball. We'll tell you how the Big 12 tournament seedings shake out, and we'll sit down with KU slugger Brady Ballinger.
And it's not every day we get a chance to talk with the AD. We'll talk to K-State's Gene Taylor about women's golf, paying a visit to Top City, and a whole lot more. Welcome into K-Nation. Landon Reinhardt alongside Caroline Sorrow. And Caroline, to quote your favorite backyardigans song.
Tell me.
We're into the thick of it this week.
Into the thick of it. We've got a ton of get to, like you said. So, of course, let's start with baseball. Regular season series finales. Both teams on the road this week. Both teams with a lot at stake in the Big 12 standings. Don Vegley continues his hot year against the conference's top team. 7 shutout innings as the Jayhawks take down number 16 West Virginia on their home turf, 3-0 in Game 1.
Game 2 was about strong middle innings. After trailing by a run, the Jayhawks poured in 5 in the 4th, highlighted by this Brady Ballinger Oppo 3-shot, and we actually talked to him one-on-one later in the show.
We did.
That won the series with the possibility to sweep in Game 3.
And like you said, Game 3 was you can copy my homework, just change a few answers of that first game. Cannon Carr put on a career outing on the mound, 2 hits, 5 Ks, and 5 1/3. Derek Cerda and Sawyer Smith both hit home runs. The Jayhawks blank the Big 12's top offense twice, Landon. In 3 days. They record 20 wins in conference. KU playing its best ball in May.
They sure are. Batcats don't fare as well at the Bearcats. Something about Cincinnati against the Kansas schools this season.
I don't know what that is. But
Games 1 and 2 are losses, but then K-State rebounds in Game 3 to salvage the series, working a 9-5 win. That said, that win means a lot. That sets a program record for most conference wins in a single season at 17. Pete Hughes' group ends the regular season 31-23, 17-13 in the Big 12.
All right, here's the final standings from the Big 12 this season. The Mountaineers had the 1 seed all locked up already, but boy, the Jayhawks came close, right on their heels. Program record in total, conference and road wins, good enough for 2nd in the Big 12.
Which brings us to the conference tournament. K-State gets the 6 seed and 11 seed Houston in the final game of Wednesday in the opening round. KU gets a bye as the 2 seed and will face the winner of Baylor and Oklahoma State on Thursday. Now, if both teams keep winning, we will get a Sunflower Showdown to determine who goes to the title game. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what else was fun this weekend?
Big 12 Track and Field Championships.
Big track fans here, and we mean it too.
Oh, it was so fun. You were out there Friday, I was out there Saturday. Let's get a look at a guy who the rest of the conference is happy to see leave
My
soon.
goodness.
KU senior Dimitrios Pavlidis wins men's discus for the 2nd straight season.
Look at that smile.
I know, right? He took runner-up 2 years back. He says he's happy to represent the powder blue and pink one last time.
I'm happy for that. I wanted to defend my title because I won it last year too, and make KU proud. It's my last year here. I want to do this for Kansas, and I made it. I'm very proud of that.
All right, this is discus and shot put footage, but the Cats have a throwing champion as well. Here's Gary Moore. He claimed gold in the hammer throw Thursday night, but the story doesn't stop there. He competed in discus for the first time in 2 years.
Oh my!
And took 7th. He put on a big smile on the Teddy Bear's face.
This is probably my most thing I'm happy about this weekend. I won hammer and stuff, but I don't know. This I feel like a lot happier with this. Just knowing it wasn't planned, it wasn't expected, but it got done.
Big smile, like you said. KU football starting center Bryce Foster, yes, we said football, also competed this weekend in the shot put and the discus. He scratched all 3 throws in the disc while he missed the finals in the shot by about 2 feet.
In the decathlon, KU junior Tayton Klein sets a new personal best, good enough for 3rd place overall. Klein finished in the top 8 in every event except shot put. Winning long jump you saw there with a 3rd and 2 4th place finishes. That's him passed out after the 1500 meter. It looks like he's heading back to nationals after making it to Oregon last season.
And right behind him, last year's Big 12 champion Alexander Jung, who finishes in 4th. 2nd place finishes in the discus and shot as the school record holder in the decathlon. And K-Nation alum, by the way, also prepares for nationals after finishing 9th overall at NCAA indoors back in March.
Meanwhile, K-State's teammate Emil Ullin sat out of the decathlon. K-State tells us it's because he's already qualified for nationals. He was an All-American in the event last year and opted to compete in a couple of open events just to practice. You see him doing the shot put and the pole vault there on Friday and Saturday.
A little bit of a windy weekend of pole vaulting.
I'd be scared.
Right?
I'm already scared.
I know, right? Still bids well for the home team, though. They weren't scared. Kansas sophomore Mason Miners-Hagen continues her tear with a second-place finish. That's that attempt you just saw that pushed her into place. She finished only behind Baylor's Molly Haywood, the world junior champion.
And on the men's side, the Jayhawks clean up, to say the least.
Yeah, they
Ashton
do.
Barkdale wins the event with a personal best as younger brother Bryce took third, both Wichita guys. Following those two are Anthony Metcham in fourth, Brady Coolin in fifth, and senior Clayton Sims in sixth. Good enough for a combined 28 team points, over a third of the men's total.
The last 2 weeks before I go to bed, I've been saying, you're going to win, you're going to win, you're going to win. I've just been putting it in my head. Like I was going to do what I needed to do, and I'm thrilled. Do it on our home track, and all the hard work. I mean, coming back from surgery, this is my fourth meet back, and it feels incredible.
He says he and Bryce push each other and, of course, mix in some trash talk. But, you know, like they say in Philly, it's all brotherly love.
Of course it is. Another K-State champ, Javor Bennett, claimed the triple jump title with a personal best of over 53 feet.
I love the celebration.
I know, so cool. What makes this even better, too, is that Bennett wasn't expecting to win the event. But once he got within striking distance, he knew he could go for the gold.
That felt surreal, to be honest. I mean, I came out here fifth in the Big 12, and I ended first, so it's a great feeling, feels surreal. I'm ready for regionals.
Well, you said it, Landon, but I'm not sure what was cooler, the reaction from all the other guys that were so excited for him, or the fact that his teammate Selva Prebu also made the podium, taking fifth place.
All right, another Jayhawk win. Immaculate Jimute came from behind to set the meet record in the women's 1,500 meter, beating out second place by 1/10 of a second.
Ooh.
The best part, look at this big smile.
Such a big smile.
The worst part, she had to run the 800 about an hour later, where the sophomore from Kenya still finished in third place.
Just crazy. Wildcats get a silver medalist in women's high jump, too. Sophomore Cherie Inoue clears a 6'2". It's her personal best, with the champion setting a new meet record out there.
And that wraps up new K-State head coach Travis Getford's first Big 12 outdoor championships. The women's team in 10th, men's in 11th. We're told the staff is fired up about next year's freshman class. 2 men and 1 woman claim individual gold. Here's Coach on the weekend.
I'm proud of the kids, I'm proud of the coaches and our support staff. I mean, K-State Nation, the energy behind this program with our support staff, our administration, the K-State fans, the alums, everybody, it's just, it's something extremely special.
Meanwhile, it's the 25th season for Kansas head coach Stanley Redwine. His teams did well, finishing 4th in men's, 5th in women's as a team, 2 individual men's and 1 first-place women's finishers. Here's Coach.
I love it all. I think, you know, all of that, plus we have athletes excited about graduating. So it's just a special time of year for everyone. And, you know, we have great sun, great weather. It's just a great time of year for everyone.
Switching gears to rowing real quick. Big 12's wrapped up today. KU finishes 3rd, just ahead of K-State. UCF wins it, while known Big 12 schools Tulsa finishes in 2nd and Old Dominion in 5th.
And after 22 seasons, K-State rowing head coach Pat Sweeney is retiring. The London native led the Cats to 11 Sunflower wins and 4 Big 12 Scholar Athletes of the Year. Perhaps his biggest contribution, though, was overseeing the top-notch rowing facility that's now on campus. The Cats are elevating assistant Kennedy Felice as the new leader, Manhattan native and a rower. She's a grad 2015 to 2019.
She's been his right-hand man for a while. Send us a break, though,
cool.
Caroline.
Coming up, we'll tell you about Bill Self's newest addition, who broke the one and only Ochai Agbaji's high school scoring record this year.
But first, we've got to check in with our women's golf teams out west. We'll tell you how the Hawks and Cats are doing in the NCAA Women's Championships right after this.
27 News, honoring veterans through Veterans Salute.
We're proud to honor our veterans for their service to our country.
And we would love to share their stories. Please nominate a veteran at ksnt.com.
Be sure to watch 27 News Wednesdays at 10 p.m. as Devon James Injury Lawyers and 27 News honor our veterans with a Veteran Salute. Veteran Salute, sponsored by Devon James Injury Lawyers. Minority entrepreneurs create jobs and contribute to the cultural and social fabric of our society. Join us as we highlight a minority business on 27 News. Sponsored by FHL Bank Topeka.
We get a lot of calls from people asking if we sell and install siding and windows. Oh my goodness, Murphy, yes, of course we do roofs. It's in our name.
Nestle Roofing, Siding, and Windows. It's all in the name, all your needs under one.
Together with Washburn University, we are proud to bring you another year of Everything Woman.
A 27 News series highlighting extraordinary local women.
Like a woman focusing on helping students and teachers achieve their goals.
Or a woman embracing change and continuing to succeed.
Or a woman dedicated to making a local fundraiser successful each year.
If you know a woman who deserves to be recognized,
go to KSNT.com and click on Everything Woman.
Sponsored by Sharp Honda, Topeka ER and Hospital, and Washburn University.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Paul.
Hey, cruise into Memorial Day with purpose. M&M Golf Cart sponsors Fight Night 2.0.
Supporting our vets through Shots for Soldiers and local families through Family Service and Guidance Center.
Savannah, have you heard about this new theme park?
We should go check it out.
Wednesday on Today.
Join us as we broadcast live all morning long from the brand new Universal Epic Universe.
Wednesday only on Today.
Hello, Toothless.
Welcome back into K Nation. It's been a historic season for both KU and K-State women's golf, which continues out in Cali.
Yeah, we hit this hard on 27 News at 10, but it's NCAA Championships time.
Yeah, it is.
3-stroke play today, day 3 of stroke play. Top 15 teams move on to tomorrow, and then 8 of those go to quarters on Tuesday. Remember, it's K-State's first ever appearance and KU's first since 2014. We'll be following along closely.
Meanwhile, men's golf had its regionals this week. Both KU and K-State out in Bremerton, Washington. Cats, though, fall 3 shots shy of making the cut. It's a 7th place finish, and only the top 5 move on. Cooper Schultz led the way, though, at 16th at 1 under par.
Jayhawks finished tied for 10th. Gunnar Broyne led the way, finishing tied for 9th after shooting even. Florida ran away with it, 28 under as a group, while the season ends for both of our teams.
All right, we'll switch gears just a little bit. Bill Self is adding to his 2025 class. KC native Corbin Allen announced his commitment to KU men's hoops on Friday. He's a 6'4", 180-pound guard. The 3-star Oak Park High School standout decommitted from San Diego before committing to KU. And guess who else went to Oak Park?
Who, Caro?
We told you earlier, but famous Jayhawk Ochai Agbaji.
Allen
broke his high school scoring record this season.
Love when a hometown kid gets to stick around. All right, Jerome Tang also made an addition this week, but on the coaching side, Chase Driscoll joins the team as the new Director of Video and Analytics. He's been an assistant at his alma mater, North Florida, for 4 seasons. You see him playing there.
Look at him go.
And that was the only photo we could find. He coached alongside his dad, who was on Scott Drew's OG staff with Tang years back. Driscoll has coached 8 all-conference selections in his young career. All right, we got more to get to, so coming up after the break, look who made a pit stop on our side of town.
Look!
K-State AD Gene Taylor joins us one-on-one for the Topeka Catbackers event. Next.
Come on, Coach, let me at him. LeBron James.
So when you're ready to get off the bench and join a winning team, call McCry Plaza to schedule a tour.
Hi, this is Voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you will be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. For 24/7 non-judgmental support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Why do most roofers say to replace your roof instead of rejuvenate your shingles? Simple, because they can't offer our service. If you've been told to replace your roof, call RoofMax Topeka today. We would rather bring your roof back to life than replace it for you. Get all your options. It could be saved.
At Briggs Auto Group, we buy cars hassle-free, fair, and competitive. Whether you're looking to sell or trade in, Briggs Auto Group makes it simple and stress-free. Come see us today at Briggs Auto Group, where trust matters and customers are #1.
In
In 1995, a cool idea burst forth, the Blind Tiger Brewery and Restaurant, and the beer is world class. And the city eats our steak, pasta, seafood, and barbecue. 30 years of brewing, grilling, and chilling. Blind Tiger Brewery and Restaurant.
Hi, Clay Sherwood here with Frank and Dean, the CEOs of Cute.
And they want to make sure you're keeping your pool clear this summer with Aquasil, a truly chlorine-free solution. Let swims and sweeps keep you cool this summer.
Next live, Megan Fahey from Sirens, plus Haley Atwell from Mission Impossible.
I cannot believe the amount of stunts.
It's not called Mission a bit tricky.
Monday at 11 on 27 KSNT.
Welcome back to K-Nation. Last week we had KU's Travis Goff on the show discussing showing up to local events, and this week it's K-State's Gene Taylor's turn.
Yeah, we teased to it. Taylor was in our neck of the woods, the Topeka Catbackers Club, and I was lucky enough for him to give me a few minutes of his time. We talked about the fundraiser, his relationship with Carla Bernat, and more.
Being out here, why is it important for you to speak to these people today?
Well, you know, all of our catbacker groups and supporters are just so important to our programs, and many times a lot of the folks that support the local groups don't get a chance to, get to have a conversation with me or coaches or Wyatt, but yet they're still such strong K-Stater supporters. And then, we gave 3 scholarships to students to have an opportunity to come to K-State. So the more we can get out here, the better for all of us in our program.
I got a tougher question for you. We're throwing out millions and billions of dollars between the 2.8 that's going to be given back and 20 and a half that you're wanting for next season. Why is $75, $100 silent auction items? How does that help to those big numbers?
Well, those auction items actually help this local group so that they can give out those 3 scholarships at $1,000. Gotcha, okay. So that's what they do. They're going to feed back into the local community, so young men and women like that got the scholarships have a chance to reduce their costs to go to K-State. And that's what these events are for. Now, many of them are also Ahern Fund members and season ticket holders, and that's where obviously they're going to support the K-State athletics. So, and for coaches to come out and myself to come out and just really, particularly now with what's going on in college athletics, to be able to help them understand it is really, really important for me to have them hear it from me.
And lastly, you talked about it up there. Story of the year's got to be women's golf. We've talked before, but your relationship with Carla, I want to know how that even started. So where of all the athletes you have, Avery on campus, you got Coach Tang, their characters, to have a women's golfer of all people be someone you're close with.
A couple of years ago, I got a text from her, and I knew who she was. Obviously, Stu recruited her. And she said, Gene, I'm playing this is 2 years ago when she played in Augusta. She goes, I'd love for you to come and watch me play. And I couldn't make it. And I was so touched that she reached out to me individually. So when I got invited this year, I said, I'm not missing it. And I got to spend some time with her, walking down a couple of holes and getting to know her. And then when they got back last night, for me to go over and see her, and she comes up and gives me a big hug, it kind of reminds me why I keep doing this. It is a relationship with Carla that I hope we'll have for years to come and watch her have a great deal of success. But it was just a random text, would you mind coming? And I was so touched by that. It was really made me feel good about why we do this in the business.
I asked our guy Ryan Lackey, I was like, I see that Gene got to be there. Like, could I maybe hop on with him real quick? And the day after, you were in San Antonio at the Final Four. That's the busiest guy I know.
There was a period there where I was traveling quite a bit, but all for good things. And again, to see her have success. And then the program itself. Yeah. Last year, they don't even get in the NCAA tournament. And this year, they're going to the championship for the first time in program history. Yeah. So hats off to them and wish them the best.
Gene, thank you so much.
Thanks, appreciate it. Cool.
Always appreciate his time. Carol, to take us a break.
All right, coming up after the break on K-Nation, that interview with Brady Ballinger we told you about. What goes into his batting backbend? We'll let him tell you next.
My experience with St. Jude Hospital is my grandson was in there 4 years ago. What really surprised me was everything was free to the family. If you haven't given to St. Jude, you need to. They help so many children every day.
It only takes one moment for you to inspire someone to chase their dreams. For over 50 years, Lewis Toyota has seen our community inspire the next generation. We want to take a moment to thank you for choosing to make a difference. You never know how far a little encouragement will go.
Keep your RV in top shape with Noller RV's exclusive service specials. Our part-timer package is just $349, perfect for occasional trips. And our weekender package is only $11.99, ideal for frequent travelers. Visit Noller RV today for expert service and peace of mind on the road.
They were very easy to work with. I knew they would be the people we would want to use. In fact, we did not even get other bids. We were so pleased with the product and the customer service that Denali provided that we just stayed with them throughout.
It's Memorial Day Madness at the Mattress Hub, and now's the time to save big.
All the best brands in sleep up to $1,000 off with hot buys from $299. Or instant savings with Tempur-Pedic or Purple Mattress and no interest financing for up to 60 months. Only at the Mattress Hub.
Batter up at Play It Again Sports. We offer an extensive selection of new and used baseball and softball equipment from Wilson, Easton, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, String King, Dudley, Mizuno, Marucci, and Nakona. We have custom uniforms. Try before you buy with our indoor batting cage. Bring in your quality used gear to save even more by trading in and trading up or get cash on the spot. We are buying all day, every day. Play It Again Sports, 21st and Fairlawn in the Fairlawn Plaza Mall.
My experience with St. Jude Hospital is my grandson was in there 4 years ago. What really surprised me was everything was free to the family. If you haven't given to St. Jude, you need to. They help so many every day.
Welcome back into K Nation. KU baseball is having its best season ever.
Yes.
Which has a lot to do with the Jayhawks and how they're hitting the baseball.
Yes, it does. One of those Jayhawks, first baseman Brady Ballinger, batting .365 right now. Good for top 5 in the Big 12, and he's got 15 homers this year. I sat down with KU's first ever Dick Hauser Trophy semifinalist. Listen in. I just want to talk about you before we talk about the season, playing JUCO ball last year, and now you're on one of the top hitting teams in the Big 12 at KU. Just what was maybe the biggest adjustment when you first got here, and now that we're at the tail end of the season, how have you seen yourself really develop?
The biggest adjustment is definitely the hitting approach comparative to my old school. We were a lot small ball, like bunt the ball, just base hits. Here we're more about driving the ball, doing damage. So that was the biggest adjustment, and that really helped me develop throughout the year.
And I want to ask you just about that development piece and about hitting for power and stuff, because when I talked to Coach Fitz a couple months back, I asked him about that, and he's like, oh, it's nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with hitting Coach Tyler Hancock. What is kind of what's his secret there? Like, what's he not telling people? What does he have you guys doing that's obviously working so well?
He's just having us get our A swings off, you know. He knows a lot of us have a lot of pop, and trying to hit it over the batter's eye, stay good direction, just hit it hard. That's all he's trying to get us to do.
Is there something specific in practice, you know, that he works on with you guys? Like, is it mental? Is it physical? Like, what? Like, you were talking about it a little bit, but what actually goes into that?
There's not really anything specific. It's different for everyone. A lot of it's just like thinking about hitting the ball harder, like taking a good swing, not trying to just make contact, trying to do damage with it. So it's more about the individual person.
You're at the top of the charts on the team and in the Big 12 in terms of batting average and home runs and all the things. So how have you kind of made that happen and made his words a reality when you're out there in a game?
You know, I just changed my approach a bit. When I came in here, I was more of a contact guy in a sense, because last year I didn't hit a whole lot of home runs, and this year I just took it to heart of driving the ball, trying to get my A swing off, staying through the middle, and just it's been working out this year.
And I have to ask you about your hitting stance when you walk into the box, right? Like, it's a little unique. You know, I know everybody has their own thing. Like, that's what you do, and it's the same every time you walk up, and it gets you in the zone and you're good. But what about yours works for you? Like, why? Like, where did that come from? When did you start doing that? Like, what about that works?
My stance has changed throughout the year, but like my routine hasn't changed in about 4 years. Every time when I walk up there, I do a little back bend. It just gets me in the zone. I've done it every pitch for the past few years, so it just gets me ready, locked in. I don't know why I do it, but I just do it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the bend. Like, do you have a name for that? Like, people online were calling it the Ballinger bend. I was like, I don't know if that's a thing. Like, do you have a name for it? It's just I do this.
I just do it. It's just when I was younger, it was more like just to stretch out and like stay loose. But now it's just I just do it every at bat.
Yeah, well, it seems like the fans here really love it, right? Because they're all woo, like, you know, they make that noise as you get up to the plate. What's it like playing in front of them? You guys just finished the home portion of the season last weekend, and what's it like coming out and having that type of support from those people?
It's a real great environment to play behind. You know, they're all there to support you, and it's just awesome to hear like people chanting your name when you walk up to the plate. It's really cool to be a part of.
Yeah, and how fun, you know, we've talked about the mechanics and stuff, but how fun has this season been? I mean, you're part of a KU baseball team that's having one of its best seasons in program history and across almost every single category, right? Like, how fun has that been to be a part of, and just for you, like with the guys, like how good has this year been so far?
It's been really fun to be a part of. You know, we bonded as a team during the fall and early in the spring. And we definitely had some road bumps, but it's definitely been a very fun time, you know, staying together with the team and just being all pushing from the same side and just pulling from the same side of the rope.
There's guys all down the line. This lineup is talented, right? Like anybody could come in at a given moment and knock a ball over the wall and hit for power and, you know, whatever else. So how do you guys feed off of each other? Like, does that happen in the dugout? Does that happen in practice? Like, baseball's contagious, but how do you guys make that a thing?
It's really seeing your teammates succeed and being very, you're happy for them. You also want to back them up and be a part of it. And it's just once one guy gets going, the entire team can get going. It's just it's a very dangerous lineup to be a part of.
And last one, the fun one, but you've been in Lawrence for probably about a year or so now, right? What's your favorite thing to do in town? Like, obviously you guys play so much, you're on the road, like you're at practice, I'm sure you got school, but when you're not doing any of those things, like what's your favorite thing to do in Lawrence?
I normally just hang out and just, I really enjoy playing baseball, and that's what I'm doing most of the time, thinking about it, thinking the game, so there's not really much, I don't do a ton of extra stuff. It's just more baseball, school, focusing on that stuff.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, Brady, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate the time. We wish you guys the best of luck at the end of the season and, of course, as you start working toward the postseason. So thank you.
Thank you.
From clearing land to building sheds or retaining walls to digging ponds, All Seasons Excavating and Landscape is here to turn your vision into reality. Our experienced equipment operators can create landscapes that increase your property's value. Call All Seasons Excavating and Landscape today.
Established in 2005, Sardo Countertops opened to transform houses into homes and to provide exquisite service throughout the Midwest. The result is a true masterpiece for your home.
If you've been injured in Kansas, or really anywhere, you need to talk to an attorney who has experience representing people who've been seriously injured. I've been doing this for 30 years, and it's all I've done since 1997. I'm confident we are going to be able to get your case resolved, because this is all we do is represent injured people just like you.
If you've been in a wreck or injured and need help, call me. I'm here for you.
Just announced employee pricing to the public. At Noller Ford, get $10,000 off a new Bronco. 24 Ford Expeditions take a massive $20,000 off. Get a new 24 F-150 and take up to $10,000 off. Better than employee pricing. That's the Noller way.
Stock up during our May Madness sale at Vanderbilt's. Back in stock for hiking season, our best-selling Merrill Hikers. Full blue denim shorts, 25% off, starting at $14.99. Great colors to choose from in the classic Gildan pocket tees, $5.99. Your choice in soft toe or safety toe with these Keen Evanston boots, $114.99.
Your work boots center, Vanderbilt.
Welcome back into K-Nation. If you guys don't know by now, this is Landon's last show with us on KSNT and for K-Nation. It's been such a joy to stand here with you. Let's look back at some of your best moments with us. Thank you so much for both. I know, right? Thank you.
We should have done one of these for Caroline as well. But I tell you what, it's been the honor of a lifetime to start this. People forget that there wasn't a K-Nation in place. We started this from nothing, and we've had a lot of fun with it. We've been able to create great relationships with some very important people, and it's allowed us to tell some pretty fantastic stories. So thank you for putting that together, Caroline.
Absolutely.
But you say something too.
Yeah. Thank you all for letting us tell your stories. It's been so much fun for us to stand here and do this together. So we can't thank you guys enough for supporting us. So
this will be the last K Nation for a bit, but it should pick up around football season.
Yeah, tune back in later this
summer. As we always say, thank you.
And have a great night.
Welcome into our first episode of K Nation.
Welcome to K Nation. Landon Reinhardt alongside Caroline Sorrow.
Is it the Fab Four?
Yeah.
The Fab Four.
Can you talk about being a Cowboy real quick?
Yeah, I am a Cowboy.
Thanks for watching K Nation.
Have a great night.